So what are some positive sanctions in Israel?
Well, some positive sanctions are there's people do hand out money. It's a decent, wealthy country. They have quite a bit of money. Um, Self censorship isn't a big deal over there for negativity. No one really cares about language that much, which I found super surprising considering to the religion. Um, what are some folkways or mores or that are taboo in your country?
Burping is also common, and then um, like full face masks at the beach. Like people wear those while swimming,
Alright.
which I found pretty weird because I don't know why you'd wear a full face mask. And then like taking naps in the street apparently is really common in China, and not frowned upon. I don't know how people.
Why is that a thing?
I don't understand. I couldn't just lay down and take a nap on the street.
That is
wouldn't
very
work.
weird. That is very weird.
What are some like taboo behavior in Israel?
Taboo behavior. There's so some taboo behavior is like they're kind of against alcohol and tobacco. They actually have a limit on how much you can bring into the country, which is pretty interesting. And once again, they don't mind like language. I guess that could be a folk way where you don't have to censor yourself. Some basic mores are probably the names of the children, which are like very biblical names, and it's like Israel is also considered as a holy land, so that would make sense for the alcohol and tobacco.
And is it true that you come from Israel?
I do not come from Israel. I have Jewish blood in me, but I am not Jewish, sadly. How's the language and gestures in China?
Some gestures are like winking or whistling. That's really frowned upon.
Oh, okay. What?
My bad. like reading a book while working is seen as like bad luck, and that your business will fail. Okay. Because book in Chinese sounds like lose.
So, is it like not a good thing to read there?
Well, just like not during, like some people don't. Some people see it as bad luck.
Aren't Asians like super smart, so they have to read?
No, they always get into medical school, so.
All right.
They don't read like books.
That's very true. There are a lot of Asian
read, like,
doctors out
books.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, what is some of like the language that's spoken there?
Well, they speak Hebrew. That's about it. It's quite an exotic language. It's interesting. I personally cannot speak it at all. It's goes way back into time. Some good gestures are a nice firm handshake. They're similar to America with gestures. I didn't find much exotic gestures about Israel, but you know, it's pretty basic. A lot of things similar to the West, except we eat a lot of pork.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, that's it for our components of culture for Israel and China. Sadly,
Nico could not join us. Did not answer in time.
We've waited an hour to call
a response,
and we didn't get one. So hopefully he comes up with something. Thank you. All right, Justice. What are some of the components of culture you found out about China?
Well, the material culture, I found that what they buy is ancestral tablets and like oil lamps, and then clothing and other accessories such as like buttons that are related to like their religion, and that's what they buy for rich accessories.
Wow. Is there nice stores like Gucci and Louis Vuitton there?
I mean, I would assume so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Interesting.
What are material cultures like in yours?
In Israel, they're quite basic to the West. Their clothing style is a lot similar. Their building types. There's many skyscrapers there, and their cars are mostly the company Honda. Are mostly the main vehicle company used there. They have similar hairstyles to the United States. What are some of the religions and beliefs in your country?
So like the beliefs are Confucianism, and so it's not really a religion, just kind of a way to like follow your path of life. And then another big thing is like respecting elders. That's a really big thing in China's culture, and they take that pretty seriously.
That makes sense.
So what are some non-material cultures like in Israel?
Well, they have a basic parliamentary system for their government. So they go by a lot of the United States where there's one higher up person with a team of lower people to assist with the decision making of the country. And also their beliefs is Judaism. That's their main religion over there. That's a big deal in Israel. They have a lot of culture that they follow there. Like they separate certain holidays just for the religion. What are some normal stuff that goes on in your country?
Oh, well, a lot of it is for like food related, like at the table and being like respectful. So like chopsticks, you can't stick them straight up. That's a no-go in China. And then at restaurants like tea, you will always have it filled. And so other things are like spitting loudly in public is like normal. Like it's not. And then like pointing, they don't really accept that. So.
Okay. Yeah.
And then what are some mores that go on that you believe in Israel?
Some of the main norms is it's a very religious behavior there. There's like some of the norms is the holiday Hanukkah. That's a very normal holiday over there. And then they couldn't really find anything about them breaking like normalities or any stuff like that. But they also, many of their population does not eat pork because that is part of the Jewish religion. What are some of the sanctions, important sites in your country?